We tend to assume that because life is hard, God must not love us. But what if, because he loves us, he allows us to go through hard things? A good father doesn't shield his child from every difficulty. He allows challenges that will prepare them for what's ahead. A good coach pushes an athlete beyond their comfort zone. A good teacher doesn't give easy tests. They continue to challenge their students to grow. A good parent doesn't remove every obstacle, but teaches their child how to navigate them. If suffering really does shape us into the people that God wants us to be, if suffering helps us become the man and the woman that God created us to be, why would a loving father rob us of that growth? So, the next time we find ourselves making accusations against God and saying things like, God, how could you let this happen? Maybe we should pause. Maybe instead of seeing suffering as something to escape, we should view it as an invitation to grow. Paul understood this. He knew that suffering wasn't a curse. Instead, he believed that it was a pathway to transformation. Paul says it this way in Romans 5. We also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope. In other words, suffering can be a blessing if we allow it to be. Joy in trials isn't about ignoring pain. It's about trusting that God is using the difficulties to shape us into who he wants us to be. True faith isn't proven in comfort, but how we respond when life is hard. And here's the thing, and I'll say it over and over and over again. The more we go through, the more we can get through. The more we go through, the more we can continue to get through. So instead of running from trials, what if we embrace them as part of God's process? Because again, here's the truth. You can do hard things. You can do hard things. You can do hard things. And when you do, you don't just survive, you grow.